Okay, so welcome back to the Digital Art Club. So today is lesson 6, and so we're going to be drawing backgrounds. So this is what the background should look like, and if we get the time, I might show y'all how to do backlighting, which is when there's a light on the background, and then there's a shadow that casts over her face. And that's just a special effect. So here are some reminders. Make sure to always prepare a mobile device with IBIS Paint X. So I think everybody has that. And also make sure to always be on time. And if you miss anything, go watch the video in the Google Classroom. Okay, so now we're gonna get out our devices. And so we're gonna open it. Okay. So we're going to open up our app. It's really blurry. Okay. Okay, so we're going to open up this, and then we're going to press edit. It's on the very top, and it's a little blurry on this device. Okay, so it's edit, and it's on the very top right corner. So this is what we should have right now. And so we're going to open up the layers window. So as you can see right here, I want everybody to select the line art, which is supposed to be the very top layer of your artwork. Then we're going to add another layer. Okay, so now we're going to start adding in the sunflowers. Okay, so right over here where I'm pointing at, this icon that looks like it's a picture, that's right next to the ruler icon. It's the very top right one. Open it up, and then you should be able to see all of these materials right here. So just add a layer at the very, very top. So add it at the very top above your line art. So after you've done that, locate the materials, which should be right here, and then press it. And then this window should pop up. These are all the materials right here. So we're gonna go find the sunflowers. So we're gonna scroll all the way down until you find plants, and then should be color. So open up this, then scroll all the way down until you find the sunflowers. So I want everybody to first pick the one on the left, and it should download it. Then we're going to drag it, and then now we're going to adjust it so that it's at the bottom corner right here. And then we're going to press the check mark. You have one sunflower. So we're going to repeat this step many times, but I'm going to show everyone how to favorite the material, so it's going to be easier for everybody to find the sunflower. So Mia.
My sunflower is going under the picture.
So did you add it like at the very top?
Mm-hmm.
The layer has to be at the very, very top, right here. Like it has to be below these red lines. Like this is called the selection layer. So we don't use this. It has to be below that. And Sandra?
I don't have the line out layer.
Where do you have the line art?
I don't have it.
You don't have the line art? Wait, I think it's because you had to open up the picture. So go to the very top. So I think you colored with the line art, but at the bottom. So go to the very top, and then just add a layer to the very top, so that the sunflower appears in front of the other colors.
But I don't have a liner.
No, it's all right. As long as you can see these lines, it's fine. But next time when you're drawing, make sure you have a layer just for line art. So make sure you add a layer for other. So you have to separate everything.
Is line art the blue one?
No, it's the black line. So you see these lines, this line.
Oh, I have the black.
This is the line.
The black one's at the bottom.
Oh, so you have a separate, right? No, just add a layer to the very, very top.
Okay.
Just don't ignore the other stuff. Okay, Mia, did you fix your sunflower? Okay, good. So now we're gonna add another one. So we're gonna repeat this step. We're gonna wait for this. Okay, so we're gonna go find the flower again. And it's loading. Okay, so we're gonna use the one on the right-hand side. So as you can see, these are different. This one is facing that way, and then this one's facing towards you or like the audience. So we're gonna pick this one, and it should download too. We're gonna put it right in the middle. So you can add as many flowers as you want, and then we're gonna do this again. So find the flower, but this time I want everybody to press the star right here. Press it and do the same thing for the other one. And then after you've pressed the star, I will tell you what it does later. So after you press the star, I want everybody to add another one. This one right here. I want everybody to press this one again, the one that faces you, and then drag it so that it covers the left side of the person. And then check mark. So what the star does is, so here you can see there are 3 of them. You can press favorites or you can press history. So history, you don't have to start it and then it would just show up here because it's what you've done and it's like the history. And then here are the favorites. So the star is for favoriting your art. Okay. So you can, this is like a shortcut. So all you have to do is just press it and it's like a short, I'm not going to use this one. So I want everybody to use this one, the one that is faced a little bit sideways. And I want everybody to just leave this here because I want to flip this. So everybody pay attention to this. I'm going to show everybody how to flip this. So in order to do that, we have to press perspective forms. We're going to make it smaller. And then right here, we're going to use the one that drags to the side. So we're going to flip it like this. And now you have to adjust the size so it doesn't look too flat. So now it looks like it's flipped. So we're going to drag this all the way down here. And then we're going to press the check mark.
Hi, I was too late, so.
It's all right. So we're going to add the background. So do you know how to put in the stickers?
Yeah, I just.
So add a layer to the very, very top of your layers.
Did I miss something?
Yeah, you just missed, like, we just did these flowers. So 4 of them.
That's it? Okay,
So,
good.
For the flowers, let me show you where the flowers are.
Why do I have a background here?
So first, the flowers are in plants. So as you can see, the flowers are in plants.
Where's the mouse?
And then, Now you have to scroll all the way down, and then there are flowers right here.
I know.
So do you know where the sunflowers are?
Yes. Also
Okay.
we're doing the
So add 4 sunflowers. It can be any sunflower of your choice. Like there are 2 types of sunflowers. Just I did 2 of each.
and ignore my background.
Great. So I want everybody to open this up again, and I want to reorder my layers so they show up differently. So for the top one that we just put in, I want it to be either the lower layer or like the second low, like below these 2, the ones in the middle. I want it to be below the ones in the middle. So as you can see, it went behind these 2 sunflowers.
Which layer will the
So add a layer to the very top.
Okay.
Add a layer to the very top. So everybody else work on.
Okay.
Yes. So everybody else, we're gonna merge the layer down to this layer. So reminder, the merge layer down button is right above the trash can button. So we're gonna press it 3 or 4 times until you get all the sunflowers on one layer. So this layer shouldn't have anything on it, but we're just gonna put that there.
Do we do the interpollination thingy?
I don't know what that is.
Like
so
when I pick the sticker, when I'm done, like the scene pops up at the end. I have to click the check. Also, when there's a repeat thingy, which I had tried before.
Yeah. So the window is just for making it bigger or smaller, or like adjusting the size and what it like, just the size. So you don't have to mind that. You just have to like make it smaller to fit into like the bottom of your screen.
Do we have to enter?
I'm sorry, you cut off.
Oh, the interpollination.
I don't think you have to. Like I don't have that. So I don't know what that is. Sandra?
How do you turn it over?
Okay, so when you when you open it, like let me show you. So when you get a flower, so this one, press perspective. Oh, this one right here, Lisa. So these,
yes,
they should all be. So they should all be default. So don't mess with that. Like only use these. So we're not going to use the mesh form because we're not going to be adjusting any of the sizes. We're just going to be using the perspective form. So Sandra, press perspective form. It's the second one right here. And then as you can see, there's this blue box around it, and there are around 8 points right here. So we're going to.
I have a. Since my my girl is too small, okay, let me show you.
Your background is like.
Yeah, I forgot to turn it off. It came from a previous meeting.
Sandra, I want you to make your flower smaller a little bit, and then we're going to use this point right here. So as you can see, you can adjust it now. So we're going to drag it all the way across so that it flips it, and then we're going to adjust the size so that it doesn't look smushed. And now it looks like it's flipped.
I still don't know
how. So did you get that?
I don't know how to switch the layer. Drag it.
Okay, do you see this dot right here?
No, the layer.
Merge the layer. Okay,
No,
I got you.
it.
So right here, drag.
Yeah,
drag the sunflower. Dragging the layer.
Yeah, put it
So do you see these lines? So do you see these 3 lines? So you press it, you hold it down with your finger, and then you can drag it like this.
Okay.
So there are 3 gray lines. So do you get that? Okay, Lisa, I want to show you something.
Like this big.
You can, yeah, you drew it too small, but that's all right. Because you can trim your canvas, but it's actually pretty hard to smush them onto into one layer because there are clippings layer here, so it's really hard to do that. So what I suggest you do, so delete those 2 sunflowers.
I can't delete them, but I could try to.
No, delete the layers that they were on. No, delete the layers that the sunflowers were on.
I could erase it or something sometimes.
No, you can delete it with the layers. So you see where the layers where all the sunflowers are, you can just delete it.
Delete it.
Yeah, so just delete that layer. So after you deleted it, do you see since the girl is already done, so we're not gonna mess with it. So Lisa, look at my screen. So yours should be like this. I want you to, without the sunflowers, press the special folders where these are all, and then press add layer from canvas. So everybody else, don't do this. This is only to fix Lisa's size. So if your size is too small, you can try this out. So once you add a layer from canvas, and your girl should be in 1 layer.
Wait, I don't get it. I don't get it.
Do you see? It's right here. Add layer from canvas.
Add layer.
So everybody else, I want everybody to wait because this is only for Lisa. Okay, so it's right here. Add layer from canvas. It's right beside the regular add a layer.
It's what? Like, do you press it for a
add layer from canvas?
Wait. There's 2 kind of ads. Normal ad and like there's 2 pages in there.
I know that use the one with the page. It looks like a page thing. It's like it's on the right side of the regular
one.
Yes, and then add layer from canvas. Press that and add it once. So you should have one right here. Okay.
Yeah.
So you should have this, and then turn everything else off.
Okay. Thumb bump. Yeah, this is going.
So everything else, just press the eyeball, these eyeballs right here, and then you should turn everything off. For the clipping thing, okay, don't turn this one off. Don't turn the layer that you just added off. So after you've done that, press the transform button.
Transform. Wait, where's the transform?
It's over here.
Let me see. Okay, got it. Oh yeah, I get it now.
And then now you can move the size. So don't turn everything else on. Just leave it like that and then add in your sunflower. So everybody else, we're gonna move on now. So I'm gonna delete this because I don't need that. And then I'm gonna add on the sunflowers again. So we're gonna go back to the very, very bottom. So if you have your sketch should be right here. So we can add another layer on top of the sketch, or it can be below it because you can't see it right now. So this one should be either above the sketch or like at the very bottom of your entire thing. So now we're going to do the sunflowers in the background. So it's the same concept. So we're gonna add more sunflowers. So this time we're just going to add the sunflowers that are in the middle. So these, as you can see, if you favorited your sunflowers, it's really easy to find them. So we're just going to use this one, and then we're gonna put them on the back. You can add as many sunflowers or add as less sunflowers as you want. So I'm just gonna add a bunch of sunflowers to the back. All right, so there's nothing special for these layers. Just merge all these layers down. Okay. It should look somewhat like this. Like, it doesn't have to be perfectly straight or anything. Just fill up the back of her so it looks like she's in a field of sunflowers. And then, Stefan?
How do you make the sunflowers on the back?
So you have to go all the way to the, if you already made, like, open, like, the sticker for the sunflower, then drag the layer all the way down to the bottom of this. So it should be like over here at the bottom so that it's below everything else. Or just go down to the bottom and add a new layer. So Sandra, do you have a question? Or Mia, do you have a question?
Also, I'm almost done with the 8 sunflowers since, yeah.
Okay, good. So Mia, are you done? Like, do you have a question? Because you're raising.
I have a question. I have 2 questions. How do you get the sunflowers to the back, and how do
Okay, so
you turn the sunflower?
okay, so just as I said for Stefan, add a layer to the very bottom, like to the very bottom of all of these. So there should be 4 on the top. It doesn't have to be exactly 4, but sunflowers on the top and some sunflowers on the bottom. So as you can see, it's below these layers. So it should be on the very bottom. And then to flip the sunflower, you should add another sunflower. So watch closely because I'm only going to do this one. So let's just say it's the sunflower. We're going to do perspective form. This is perspective form, so the second one right here. And then we're going to make it smaller so that we can flip it. So we're going to choose this one so that you can drag it and adjust it. As you can see, the size changing. Now we're going to drag it all the way up past this one so that it's flipped.
Okay.
That's how you flip it. Okay, Mia, can you mute?
And how do you bring it to the back?
So bringing it to the back, just add another layer to the bottom. It has to be on the bottom. So anything in the back is on the bottom of the layers window. Anything in the front is on the top. Okay, so everybody else, I want everybody.
Also,
Yes.
my iPad is a little slow, so I might be a little slower because the internet is kind of
Yes, that's okay.
today.
So
Than usual.
once you're done, I'm going to post a video on Google Classroom, so you can just go to Google Classroom and watch it. All right, so yes, Mia.
Not when I'm doing my sunflowers, it makes a new page.
Yeah, I know. So there should be 2 empty pages. It's all right if you just leave it there, or you can just delete it if you want to.
No, like when I add a sunflower, and then
I know. Okay, so I know that it added another page, so they're all separate sunflowers. So you have to merge the layer down. So where I'm pointing at, the arrow with the 2 lines, you have to press that to merge it down so that it can be on one layer.
Okay.
Okay, so everybody else, we're going to, if you didn't delete the empty layer, or you can just add another layer so that we can color the background color. So this should be at the very, very, very bottom, unless you have a sketch right here. It should be at the bottom right here. And so we're going to use a light blue color. And so use your color wheel, and then it can be any of these blues, and then just make it light blue. And then we're gonna use the bucket tool right here. And then we're going to tap our canvas once where there's white space. And so if there's still white spaces right here, you can fill it in either with a brush or you can use the bucket tool. And then there's more white space right here for me, so I'm going to fill that in.
What do we do again? Because I was busy on the sunflowers.
Okay, so add another layer to the very bottom. So it should be below your sunflowers. That is behind the girl, it should be below that. So we're going to use a light blue color. And then we're going to use the bucket tool. And then we're going to fill up the background. Okay, now this is what it should look like. And then we're going to add another layer. This time we're going to use the add. You can either use a white brush, a white colored brush, or you can just use the add blending mode. So the add blending mode is right here. So we're going to go back to our canvas and we're going to pick the airbrush normal. So this airbrush should already be unlocked for you and you don't have to unlock it. So just press that. And now we're going to make it really big so that we can make this like sun.
Do we add a layer?
Halo. Yes, add a new layer. And we're gonna make a sun-like halo right here. And then we're gonna lower the opacity. So we're gonna make it really low because the add layer is super duper strong. So we're gonna make it about 18% or like 20% around that. And then that should be your background. So after the background, I will show you how to do either one of the two effects.
Could we do 14%? Could we 14%?
It doesn't matter. Around that. So it can be 14, 15, it doesn't matter. So it should look like this. And this should be, your background should be complete. But we're going to do an effect.
What are you going to do again? Oh, you're.
It's like do the add layer, and then use airbrush, and then make it so that there's like a glow around her. So Mia. I'm sorry, I can't hear you.
So when I am like adding the sunflowers on my new page at the very bottom for my back, the back of it won't show up.
To the back. I think is your line. Do you have a line art? Like. I think that, did you import your line art into your
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, so if you imported it, then the background would be white, so you can't do anything for that. So I think you can't really add a background for that. So no, so just do it like this, like so this should be blue. If you use the bucket tool, just make it blue, and then you can add a gradient of some sort, like for the background. Using your bucket tool, make it all blue, and then you don't have to have the flowers right there. You can just use the brush, and then use the airbrush, and then come over here, and then adding above the blue background, you can clip that to the blue background, and then use like a darker blue, or you can use like a yellow maybe, or like an orange. to make it gradient, because it should be like it can be like blurry flowers, because you can't really do the sunflowers because it has a white background. So when you drag your layer down there, it doesn't appear. So there's no other way for that unless you just have to improvise for that. Okay, Lisa, Sandra.
Also, I want to ask, like,
Yeah, Lisa.
what size is the airbrush?
So you should just, for brush size, you have to adjust it by yourself, because I can't just tell you every single time what pixel to use. So just make it pretty big so that it can like cover up the space. Don't make it too big that it covers up the whole thing. Just make it so that it covers up like this much space. Yeah, you have to look at it. And Sandra?
What color is the airbrush?
So just use the same light blue brush, but the blending mode should be add. If you don't know how to like do add, or like it doesn't work for you, then make it normal and then use the white airbrush.
Okay. And why are your sunflowers in the back white?
Oh, I didn't turn it on because I had to explain to Mia. So it should be turned on right now. So yeah, like this. So it should look like this, and then we actually only have 6 minutes, so I'm going to quickly show everybody how to do backlight. So in order to do that backlighting, not blacklighting. Okay, we're going to just use the airbrush. It doesn't really matter what, just use like a dark blue. And then we're going to...
Do we add layer?
Yeah, add it to the very, very top.
Okay.
Like above the sunflowers. So I think it's best to use the pen fade brush right now. There's no time to unlock it. So I'm just gonna use the airbrush. So it's gonna be a little harder to color. And then just cover up the person. Only the person, don't cover up the other stuff. So try not to cover the background, and then we're gonna use...
Are we using airbrush? Are we using airbrush?
No, so if you can unlock the thing and use fade brush. I'm only using airbrush because we don't have time. So I'm going to add a layer to the very top because I forgot to, and then I'm gonna do this again.
Wait, what?
So I'm using airbrush. Everybody else just use the fade pen brush, because you have to unlock it. It's right here. Joanna joined. All right, so make sure it doesn't like...
What app are we on?
I haven't talked about that yet. So we're going to first do this.
I saw I came in super late. Whoa, that's so
all right. Just Joanna, just watch the video. So we're doing backlighting right now. So after you've done like the blue, so as you can see,
you
it's
guys
like
draw the real background back up.
No, I didn't draw that. It's just a sticker.
How do you do
Okay,
stickles?
So, no. I need to finish explaining this first. So you can go watch the video after I post it.
Okay.
Okay, so right here, there's a multiply feature. We're gonna do the multiply blending mode. So now it doesn't look as blue. And then we're gonna make the opacity really light. So it's gonna be around 50 to 30%. So 40% is fine too. And then now it should look like this. And then we're gonna add another layer. And then we're gonna make it add. So the add should be at the very top, and then there should be multiply right here. And then we're gonna make this, use the brush, then We're gonna make the eyes brighter and then brighten up the sunflower petals right here. And then we're gonna brighten up the edges of her hair. So we're gonna make the color a light yellow color. So we're gonna brighten up the edges of her hair. So this is actually on YouTube. I learned this from the Ibis Paint creator. And then if you have any more questions, you can go to YouTube and search up Ibis Paint X tutorials, and then they have a bunch of tutorials there. And so that's how you do backlighting. I'm gonna make it. And maybe add some to the chin and blur that and blur everything else. And then you're done. So if you want to, you can add another layer on top and then use your brush. You can pick the hard brush and then sign your name right there. Okay, and then sign your name. Add another layer. We're gonna sign my name. So I'm gonna do my initials like this. Okay, sign my name and then we're done. So I did the backlighting really, really quickly. So you can watch this video again if you missed anything. And I have 2 minutes for questions. So if you have any questions, just raise your hand and ask. And I'm gonna fix some of this. So I will.
How do you do the backlighting again?
So first you're gonna make shadow. So you're going to you're gonna do shadow. So use multiply and then cover up the face except for the sides. Only the face and the hair and a little bit of the flowers over here. Use a dark color to color it and then make sure it's on 40 to 50% multiply opacity for the shadows, and then add another layer and then use the same brush but use a lighter color, which is you can use like light yellow, and then color the edges of the hair and then like a little bit of the sunflowers, and then I colored her eyes. It's a little too bright. So.
What kind of blue? Like how blue?
Just okay, for shadows it's dark blue. For the highlights it's just light yellow. Okay, so everybody, thank you guys for coming, and then we